Hello everybody and welcome on my journey to watch 500 films in 1 year. The 377th film I watched was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. When tragedy strikes close to home, Jake Portman is forced to travel to a Welsh island filled with mystery in order to discover the truth of what really happened. Jake's ordinary life takes an extraordinary turn as the childhood fairy tales he heard from his grandfather start to become much more plausible. But when what seems to be a fairy tale takes a horrific turn, Jake is forced to make a life-altering decision in order to protect the ones he loves from the monsters of his grandfather's past. I had always been a super fan of Tim Burton, admiring his amazing inventiveness and ability to create atmospheric and touching movies, but I found myself disliking some of his work within the last few years. I could never get bored of watching Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, Big Eyes or Sleepy Hollow, but I could take or leave Frankenweenie, Sweeney Todd the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, or Dark Shadows. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children is, thankfully, a delightful movie, so I have therefore had my faith restored in his creative vision once again. Eva Green is dazzling as Miss Peregrine. Her costumes and hair are absolutely beautiful, and the rest of the actors are perfectly cast. There are some very big names which I hadn't realised were even in the movie, so it was a nice surprise to see those on the opening credits. The movie is rated 12A, but I felt there were some scenes which would be quite upsetting to young children. The hollows were quite frightening, and the white-eyed villains were very menacing, but from an adult perspective, these elements were really well done. The animation is unbelievable, everything looks so real, and the plot is a little confusing in places, but is very pleasurable to follow. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children is magical, mysterious, charming and fast-paced. I feel as if the movie would have benefited from being edited down by about 10 minutes, but that doesn't prevent me from giving it a super big thumbs up. Please join me for my next review, where I'll be talking about Free State of Jones, co-written and directed by Gary Ross. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and I hope to hear from you soon.